Well, happy Monday, everybody. And yes, new day, new week, new location. All right, maybe not that new, just a different room for today. Hey, listen, happy Monday. We are kicking off a new week, and I've got a 3-team specific NRFI parlay, and I've actually got 2 full inning NRFI parlays that I really like for today. I am Mark Wallis, co-host here at the Weekday Wagers, along with DG, Robby Hockey. Join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time right here, which means we are live today, where we're going to bring you our best plays, and you don't want to miss Mondays anymore. I am telling you, you don't want to miss these shows. Why? Because we have Raphael Esparza, who's going to be joining us. And make sure you use the hashtag AskRalph to get your questions answered from the guy who literally is the insider when it comes to odds making and everything that is Vegas. As always, these plays, well, they're powered by the AI models over at justastatsports.com. Make sure you're using promo code WAGERS50. You're going to get your first month for 50% off. All right, let's get into today's play. Today's parlay, we're going to start with the Baltimore Orioles. They're facing Keider Montero in the Detroit Tigers. That's who he plays for. The Orioles, they have been a little dangerous in the first inning on the road. So this leg is definitely about trusting Montero. Baltimore's batting .263 with a .366 wOBA in the first over the last 30 days. They are also in those numbers being very productive, but Montero has been almost impossible to solve the first time through the top of the lineup. He's allowed only 2 first-inning hits without surrendering a home run or issuing a walk. Opposing teams, well, they're batting just .057 against him with a .071 wOBA and an incredible .18 whip. I mean, that is microscopic. He's faced an average of only 3.2 batters, which explains why he is on an 11 home game NRFI streak this season. Baltimore's offense makes us a little uncomfortable, okay? But Montero's ability to eliminate traffic is exactly what I'm looking for when I'm looking at this team-specific parlay. The second leg, we're going to go with the Toronto Blue Jays, who are going against Washington's Andrew Alvarez. And Alvarez has been outstanding in the first inning. He's 3-0 in those home NRFI starts. 3-0 to the NRFI in those home starts. He's only allowed 1 hit, no home runs, no walks. Opposing batters, they're hitting 100 against him with a .089 wOBA. His opening inning whip sits at 0.33. Again, just minuscule. And hitters haven't produced any hard contact against him either to start the games. Toronto, they're batting .213 in the first inning with a .289 wOBA on the road over the last 30 days. But the Blue Jays have 10 hits. They've also struck out 13 times. They've only managed 6 first-inning runs over that stretch. So they do have some ability to create offense. But again, this is another spot where we're trusting the pitcher. And Alvarez has been extremely efficient and hasn't given hitters any free opportunities. So I really do like this spot. The final team in the parlay, the Cleveland Guardians, who will be going up against Chase Burns and the Cincinnati Reds. Burns owns a 1.00 first inning whip while holding opposing batters to a 143 average and a .260 wOBA. The number that really stands out, though, is his strikeout rate. He's recorded 13 first inning strikeouts with a 39.4% strikeout rate, which gives him the ability to erase traffic without really relying on the defense. The 5 walks, they are a concern because ultimately you're creating opportunities. You're giving the other team opportunities, free opportunities. So fortunately, this is why I love this leg. Cleveland hasn't done much with those first inning opportunities when they've been given them or they've earned them. The Guardians are batting .219 with a .248 wOBA. They've only scored 2 runs over the last 30 days on the road. They have 7 hits, no home runs, 9 strikeouts. A very mediocre to poor first inning offense. All right. So as long as Burns here can avoid the free passes, I'm not really concerned that Cleveland is going to somehow magically start whipping up some production. So that's the 3-team parlay. Remember, these are team-specific markets. You can find these over on DraftKings, Bet365, Bovada, Fanatics. So make sure you shop around. Let's get to our first full inning play. And I really do like that Baltimore Orioles Detroit game for the full inning NRFI. I've already covered Montero. Okay. Well, Baltimore is going with Kyle Bradish. And Bradish has recorded 15 first inning strikeouts for a 40% strikeout rate. He's allowed 7 hits, 5 walks, Again, a little high on the walks, all right, but he's producing a 1.20 whip, which means he, those will happen. He'll hand out a walk here and there, but doesn't do any damage. He hasn't surrendered a home run, and he does keep the ball on the ground, which is huge. His ground ball rate in the first inning is at 61.1%. Detroit, they're batting .261 with a 309 wOBA. They do have 5 first inning runs over the last 30 days. The Tigers have 12 hits, but they haven't shown much power either. I do like Bradish's strikeout rate and his ground ball, the ground ball rate, which gives us a profile that gives him 2 outs to really escape anything that the Tigers can muster up in the first. I do like this spot. So our second one, full inning NRFI, the traditional NRFI. Let's go back to Cleveland and Cincinnati. I'm not going to go over and rehash all the things I like about Burns. Cleveland will have Slade Ciccone starting for them, and he's allowed 14 hits. He has a 158 whip, a little high, but opposing hitters are batting .298 with a 379 wOBA. When you look at this pitching profile, it doesn't exactly scream a lot of confidence for the NRFI, but the reason I'm still interested in this one is Cincinnati's lack of actual run production in the first. The Reds had 9 hits over the last 30 days at home. They're batting .257 with a modest 287 wOBA. They've only scored 1 first inning run. They've also struck out 16 times without drawing a walk. Cincinnati has put some balls in play, but it hasn't been able to do anything with those, and they haven't been able to turn the contact into runs either. Ciccone doesn't need to be dominant. He just needs the trend that he's on to continue for one more inning. So today's recap, the 3-team specific NRFI parlay targets the Baltimore Orioles, the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Cleveland Guardians. Our full inning play comes from Baltimore, Detroit, and the Cleveland-Cincinnati game. Let's start the week with a strong Monday card. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, put in the comments your best NRFI or YRFI play that you're on, and don't forget to bring those questions today for Raphael Esparza, who's going to join me and DG at 2 o'clock right here on the Weekday Wagers. We'll see you there. Best of luck.